Hey, this is Mark Moore, aka Tuxedo Mark, in various places on the internet. It's 12 p.m. according to a computer clock on Thursday, May 5th, 2016. I'm playing catch up a bit still. This is my review of Sailor Moon Crystal, Episode 30, Act 29, Infinity 3, Two New Soldiers. I mean, how many numbers can you have in the title, right? Okay, so in this episode, it's Mercury gets a new attack finally. I mean, not that I care much about Sailor Mercury, but she gets Mercury Aqua Mirage. We get the first bit. We get World Shaking and Deep Submerge from Sailors Uranus and Neptune, respectively, even though there's not like full animation of those attacks. They just kind of announce them, and then you see the end result. But anyway, let's see. Okay. We get, this is cute, Mimette, a member of the Witches 5, has a concert, and it's a trap, obviously, but you see, Mimette's concert and Michiru's concert are next door to each other, and Minako kind of sneaks away from Michiru's concert to attend Mimette's concert because Minako's, like, fangirling over her because Mimette's, like, the most awesome pop star of the moment or something. Anyway, she pulls out her little transformation change thing from her days as Sailor V, which I don't think that was ever in the original anime, but anyway, it's from the Sailor V manga, and the Sailor V manga hasn't been adapted to anime. It might be sometime, who knows, but it hasn't been. But for those of you more familiar with Sailor V than I am, then it'll be a treat to see. In the manga, she used Venus Love Me Chain to awake the concert attendees from Mimette's magic, but in the Crystal episode, she uses Venus Wing Chain Sword. Also, in the manga, only Sailor Venus and Sailor Moon fight Mimette. The fact that the other Sailor Senshi attack in this episode is an anime invention. And Chibiusa accepts a ride back from Hotaru's place because she visits Hotaru. She accepts a ride back. Well, first of all, let's back up. Chibiusa was returning Hotaru's handkerchief that Hotaru had given her. It's a bit different in the manga. In the manga, the handkerchief was all bloody, and Chibiusa had tried to wash off the blood out, but she couldn't, so she just bought Hotaru a new handkerchief. That whole thing with the blood and replacing the handkerchief is absent in the Crystal episode, probably for obvious reasons. But anyway, we get to see Haruka in kind of feminine clothing. She and Michiru give Chibiusa a helicopter ride back home. Yeah, sure. And they talk about talismans and stuff, and Michiru just straight up reveals that her mirror is a talisman. Yeah. Anyway, Hotaru wants Chibiusa to keep her illness a secret because she's got like some kind of illness, and she's got a talisman that her father gave her to help her feel better or something, and Haruka and Michiru want Chibiusa to keep a secret, and anyway. Let's see. So, yeah, in the manga, Usagi kind of thinks about the kiss some more, like more times than in the actual episode. The episode scaled it down, but there are numerous times in the manga chapter where Usagi's thinking about the kiss. Also, Haruka kisses Usagi as Haruka as well, and that's in the episode, but Usagi doesn't keep thinking about it. And there's really no guilt involved. She doesn't seem to feel guilty that she was kissed by someone other than Mamoru, even though that's what her narration in the preview at the end of the previous episode made it seem like it would be, but it wasn't. There doesn't seem to be guilt. She just keeps thinking about the kiss. But not as much in the episode as in the manga. Anyway, Uranus and Neptune formally introduce themselves at the end of the episode. And in this case... Oh, by the way, Mehmet dies, in case you care. Ah, my cockatiel Tuki is singing. Did you hear that? He sounds so pretty. I don't want to interrupt her. But anyway, so yeah, Mehmet dies, and Uranus and Neptune formally introduce themselves. This episode ends right where the manga chapter ends. They don't add any additional pages from the beginning of the next chapter. So yeah, it ends with the outer senshi revealing themselves to the inner senshi. Overall, good episode. Yeah, so that's it for this episode, and next I will review this week's episode finally. Anyway, it's 12:08 p.m. and that's it. Thanks for watching.